Hey, this is Todd Clark. We are back at the video show. I am the executive director of TIVA, the Television Internet Video Association, and we are in our 30th year of existence. I haven't been telling people that, but it's actually true. And we're coming up on our signature event this spring, the 23rd Annual TIVA Peer Awards, celebrating excellence and achievement with recognition with the bronze, silver, and gold. And if you come down to the video show, come to the TIVA table, booth 300, aisle 300, and spend at least 300 seconds with us and renew your membership or become a member at great discounts. The other thing you're going to find here are some panels, all kinds of hardware and software, and the movers and shakers of people who are doing some great stuff. So my interview right now is with Catherine Clavana, and you have been well known for many, many years, associated with the producer's Handy Dandy, right? So maybe we'll begin there.
Sure.
So what is the producer's Handy Dandy, and why is it still relevant, and where do people find it? So welcome.
Thank you. Thanks, Todd. Well, so the Handy Dandy's been around for since the 1970s. It was started sort of for voiceover professionals in this area to market themselves. And it started out as, I think, a brochure, and then it went to a cassette, and then it went to a CD.
We've had all iterations at TIVA, yes.
Now CDs are irrelevant, so we have a website, we have a mobile-friendly website, and I like to think of it as a marketing cooperative. We have about 100 voiceover professionals who all chip in and are members on the site. And what's great for producers is that it's super easy to use to audition people, to request an audition. It's absolutely free. You don't even have to sign up, or you can just
as a user, right?
Yeah, you don't have to kind of give all your information over. You just can, if you have a casting need for a voiceover, you can go on the site, listen to all our demos. They're streamable, and they're not just in like commercial and narration. If you're looking for real conversational, or you're looking for,
audio book, or even
audiobooks, but audiobooks there's kind of another animal, and kind of cast kind of in a different way. But certainly we do a ton of corporate narration, internet videos, television and radio spots. Really whatever you can think of that needs a voice and needs a narration.
So for me, the name has always been the no-brainer. So you can just hear someone saying, I'm looking, this is probably years ago as it began to get its feet on the ground. I'm looking for a voice, I'm looking for not quite the race car type person. I've got this handy-dandy list of people that I trust and know, and by superimposing a story that doesn't exist in real life, but I can imagine something like that took place and it manifested into what it is today.
Well, that's a good story.
It's not the story.
I don't know. Okay. I think what happened was the original brochure had handy dandy rates. Okay, so which we've updated that recently in the last couple of years to this resource guide. So. All the rates are on the website too. So we have current SAG-AFTRA rates for different categories of work. We also have the local production facilities, paymasters. So it's handy.
It's almost standards. You've established what we call standards and codes and go-to pricing and expectations. I mean, it's all kind of right here, right?
Well, we kind of compile it. It's not like we've set that ourselves, but
because it exists under your banner, it's kind of like
it's really been the premier casting resource for all those years, and in this market, certainly, it's kind of the go-to place if you need a narrator, or if you need information about how much something's going to cost.
So, two observations. One is, because I've done a lot of voiceover stuff myself, and I throw in scratch on a project and people just go with it. But tell me, answer this question. Why is it that we are such a prolific and well-stacked voiceover talent market? It just seems like there's a lot, am I correct? There's a lot of good voiceover talent in this area. And people always seem like surprised, because I'll put out a call for a VO artist on a project, and I'll immediately get 40 different, on the listserv I'm talking about, I get at least 40 submissions right off the bat.
Well, first of all, I think that there's good voiceover talent everywhere now.
Okay.
So I think you'd find that in a lot of places. Partly, the cost of having equipment has come down. Technology's
People
evolved.
can afford to present themselves.
Yes, and can practice, and they've built their businesses and they're in the garages or closets all over America.
Yeah.
But really, for many years, we were one of the largest markets for corporate videos or industrial work. It was it's been a huge
government
thing.
video
And
work,
government videos. And so people really could make a living, both on camera, many voiceover. I mean, I've been a voiceover actor for a lot of years, 30 years practically, and but I started as a non-camera actor, and I still do on-camera work, but I do more voiceover. The older I get, I do more voiceover work than I do on-camera work these days. So I think that it's been I think partly because there's so much industrial work that's been produced here. That's why there's been a market for people who can sustain themselves doing this work.
So I talked to someone the other day who they're down in Richmond. He's a voiceover guy, and he said, I've never even heard of TIVA, and I bet he's never even heard of Handy Dandy. So do you feel like there are still artists, voiceover artists, who could benefit from being associated with Handy Dandy or part of TIVA, whatever? Yeah.
We turn down a lot of people who are out of the area. Richmond would be considered within we say that you have to be in the Mid-Atlantic.
Right.
So we occasionally
Richmond
have
counts,
people.
or?
Yeah, Richmond would count.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, it's so that if somebody really wanted someone to get into the studio, they have that availability. These are local people that
Literally
can get in.
Yeah.
So there are people, north of Baltimore and, could be in Richmond. But for the most part, they're kind of in the DMV. But sure, people who are out of state who kind of come across our website and want to be part of it, you have to be a SAG-AFTRA member. You have to be a working professional, have a good demo, and you have to live here.
Yeah.
And those are
so those filters do get to but you want the talent to be available. And you want them to be reliable, and you want them to work.
And the thing is, for us, I don't take any kind of salary or anything on doing this. We try to keep costs low. We're actors, but so it's not like we want to have endless numbers. It's not like Voices 123 or Voices.com. It's not that kind of a business. This is really to get more work for our people and to make it easier and for people to find voice talent here.
So this would be a longer answer, but I'll just end with this. We have a couple minutes. For a person who fits those criteria, are you hopeful that they will find work? Are people still hiring voiceover talent? So it's not just there's 3 go-to voice of gods and then that's it. There's such a diversity of intonations and moods and tones and for all kinds of projects.
And I think people sometimes want a fresh voice. They want to have somebody different on there to voice their pieces. And what's great about it is they can click down and they could submit 20 names, click on us, cut and paste their scripts, and the audition request goes out to our people, and we upload our auditions, and then you can stream through it and really compare. And again, there's no fee. It's free. It's fast. It makes cast. There's no middleman. You have to go through a talent agent. So
I keep waiting for it, but wait, there's more. But no, I mean, it really is a worthwhile and versatile and what we call literally resource-rich resource, because all the talent is right there.
Thank you.
So tell me again the website and how do people find it and all that kind of stuff.
It's producershandydandy.com, and it's a pretty straightforward, easy-to-use website, and you can find lots of resources there. If you're someone who's interested in applying,
Yep.
you can scroll down to the bottom for the FAQs for potential members.
Excellent. Well, I just want to thank you again, and thank producer Anna Danny for being a great partner with TIVA on all kinds of projects. When we have them, we always have these resource guides out on the table for our panels, and we have them here today.
We appreciate it, and we're happy to be a sponsor of the Peer Awards, which many of our members submit and have won Peer Awards over the years.
Exactly.
So,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's been a good partnership. Thank you.
So, Catherine, thank you very much for being here. We're going to be forging ahead with all kinds of other interviews. But come on down to the video show. You may find Catherine in aisle 300 or 400. She may still be here. And ask her a question if you're an emerging VO artist or you're wanting to get back into the business. She really would be the resource person to talk to. So we'll be back in just a few minutes with some more interviews. Thanks.